This is weird. It's a Starbucks cup. So when I go to take a drink, my brain is going, it's going to taste like Starbucks coffee, but it's Keurig coffee inside of it.
Huh.
So every time I take a drink, I'm displeased.
Yeah.
What's up, people?
Happy Friday.
It is Friday.
Glad we made it.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap the series up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just basically going to wrap up. So we talked about current events.
Yep.
We talked about schedules.
Yep.
We talked about, this might not be in order, but we talked about work-life balance.
Yep.
And
Bookkeeping,
that's right. I think that's the one I was missing.
Yep.
So today we're just going to wrap it all up. We're going to talk about sort of like risk, right? Why, I think a lot of people, at least in my experience, whenever I've told them I'm going to do this on my own or do this on my own, people look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
So why would anybody ever take the risk to start their own business? I have some very strong opinions on it.
I think I'm going to go first because mine's going to be faster.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe people know, maybe not. I spent 12 years in the Baltimore City Fire Department. Prior to this. Paid check every 2 weeks, guaranteed. Pension, we can argue how meager one would be. That's a political discussion for later. Benefits, healthcare, the whole nine. Government, I was never losing my job.
That's
Right? I decided in June of 2020 to leave the fire department to do real estate full-time.
Right.
Full-time. I'm still stressed about it. The risk is obviously...
You do have a lot more gray hair now than you did then.
Bro. I know.
Yeah.
And my forehead's getting larger. The risk of leaving...
Why would your forehead
It's receding hairline.
Oh, okay. That's not how I took it.
It's funny. You got me all weirded out.
Yeah.
Going from a guaranteed salary to a commission-based job is scary.
Yeah.
I decided to go full-time in real estate and basically start my own small business within our group because of the unlimited potential, like we talked about the other day, both income, time, and creativity that comes with running your own business.
Right.
In sales, the limit to your income is how hard do you want to work? How much can you sell?
Right.
The time, we talked about this, you can argue the validity. I can control my own calendar to a certain extent. I couldn't do that when I had a 24-hour shift at the firehouse. I had to work here. If I didn't, I would get fined or lose my job. And I forget the third thing. But basically, like the risk for me was mitigated based on the large potential upside.
Right, yeah.
Now for you, you've started a few businesses.
I have, and I've had, I've had like 3, I think, maybe 4 actual jobs. I don't know, for me, I think the first time I ever started my own business, like, I've always joked, like, I don't know if I'd be hireable at this point.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine me working for somebody else?
No.
Yeah.
For a day, and then you tell them what they were doing wrong, and they would fire you.
Yeah, not even a joke, because I just can't imagine ever working for someone at this point. I know that's kind of cliche to say, but I think that's the truth, at least about myself. And then secondly, I think people are either risk adverse or they're not. I've just never been the type of person who's been all that worried about it.
Right.
Things will always work out. They're good. I'm all right. But for a couple of businesses, I've I've been doing something at the time, and I saw sort of like a need, so I kind of slowly did something. So I think even like with you coming into real estate, I don't know if I've ever just full dropped into a business. It's always sort of been like a slow into something. Yeah. And I've definitely had, a business where it just didn't work out at all, and I had to pivot and do something else. So I think to get back to what we were starting to talk about, I think there definitely is a lot of risk. I don't think it's for everybody. I think that when people sort of weigh the pros and cons, I think a lot of it just comes down to, can they stomach the risk of doing it?
Yeah, and that's really the variable, right? I mean, there were definitely times early on in my real estate career where it was like, whoa, like financially, like what? Right. That was stupid.
Yeah.
Because you're waiting for business to build.
Right.
And that's hard. It's scary because you wonder, you do have that feeling of, am I going to be able to make my mortgage?
Totally. I mean, we kind of, maybe we meant to talk about this, but I don't think we ever did. I mean, like, one of the struggles of being self-employed, right? Sometimes, especially when you're first starting, is like, when you get a paycheck. You say you get a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to budget,
right.
especially for a family.
Right.
You have a paycheck every 2 weeks. When you're self-employed, especially in real estate, when you're starting off, you might have a great month. Then you might have a really lousy month. You might have an okay month. You might have a month where you do nothing.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to get to that point where you're like, oh, I'm now steady.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to at least pull this much and this much and this month. Or I'm at the point now where like I have my commissions and I'm going to pay myself a salary. So I know at least I'm going to,
Exactly.
It takes a while to get there. And I think that alone right there can really just weird people out.
Yeah.
And I get it,
Totally.
I get it, yeah.
So I think if you're considering starting your own business, regardless of what it
Right.
is, like drop shipping's big now, right? Like Etsy, like whatever, Amazon sellers.
Right.
If you make it side hustles,
Right.
like the key, right? Like, make it a side gig, feel it out, start it, put your energy there. If it, in my opinion,
Right.
if it seems sustainable, you've had a business where you're just like, this isn't working.
Mhm.
I see a need in the market, I'm going to try to fill it.
Right.
If no one's buying it, no one wants your crap.
Right.
So like, find something else. But if you
Right.
feel like you need to be self-employed, I don't think you should shake that.
No.
Like, I think you should try it.
Try it. Everybody should try it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
See you next week.
Yeah.
All right.